Hi students, this is Dr. Aarti, Associate Professor, Department of Business Administration, Avinashlingam Institute for Home Science and Higher Education for Women. Now we would focus on supply chain globalization. The overall learning objectives of this model includes understand the concept and role of supply chain globalization, facilitate you towards successful implementation of supply chain management, acquaint on the various aspects of supply chain globalization in manufacturing services sector, equipped to take supply chain decisions, provide insights on the impact of technology on supply chain, enabled to achieve supply chain coordination. At the end of the module, the student shall have the ability to analyze the role of logistics in international perspective, familiar with the forces that impact global supply chain operations, successfully implement efficient and responsive supply chains, develop effective coordination in supply chain management, and you can collaborate even with business partners to deliver value and competitive advantage. In session 1 of this module, we would focus on the learning objective to understand the concept and role of supply chain globalization. Welcome to the session on global supply chain. As students or as professionals, it is necessary in this competitive business VUCA environment. The expansion of VUCA would stand as volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity. How supply chain management becomes challenging and its impact on the globalized business environment. This module focuses on understanding how to streamline the supply chain so that it can deliver maximum customer value at the lowest possible cost by supplying the correct product in the required quantity to the right place at the needed time. This session will take you through the fundamentals and the basic concepts of supply chain globalization. A global supply chain refers to the network created among various global companies producing, handling, and distributing specific materials and/or products. Since companies expand their global operations, complex issues like supply chain disruptions are experienced. Thus, companies need to manage supply chain relationship at global level. Yes, from the stated definition, it is evident that it comprises of a network of both processes and entities. Supply chain management and globalization are intertwined because of changes in the business models. Eventually, globalization gives access to a lot of customers and very many sources of procurement. The way to have a global reach does require an understanding of different markets, which includes the potential partners, the varied risks, and the applicable regulations. Recently, the companies in sectors like retail to consumer goods, high technology to automotive, have realized that a supply chain engages more cost to getting the products to the hands of the potential customers. It functions to provide a great understanding on how the supply chain globalization transforms the corporate strategies into daily activities both outside and within the organization. The supply chain system is one which ultimately satisfies or disappoints the clients. This can give a broader perspective on what supply chain globalization is. It gives emphasis to information sharing and also added activities which starts from raw materials to the last stage of distribution. There are certain advantages of globalized supply chain. The first one is opportunity to expand. A globalized market will provide the business a lot of opportunities to work with a different set of workers, materials, and products. This method of selection of goods and services will mean to provide an opportunity to select high quality with a low cost option. The second one is identifying diverse customer in niche markets. Globalization provides for more materials and laborers. It also aids the new customers in a new market with new needs. The third one is growth avenues. Advanced technologies and a shrinking globe means that it is easier for the companies to grow. When the business seems to be expand, it is clear that the borders also expands, which gives an added advantage to the businesses and corporations in terms of business efficiency and also profits. The fourth one is saving money. The added benefit of globalization is that it increases the possibility for varied materials, workers, and also for transportation. These can add up to more profit as the manufacturer or the producer can choose among the best possible alternative for improving profits. Supply chain globalization is ruled by 4 forces. The first one is global market forces, which includes global business environment that provides larger market for the goods and services. The second one is technological forces. The advanced cutting edge technologies reduces the hindrances is managing supply chains globally. The third one is global cost forces. The cost advantages at global production sites can be used to produce high quality and low cost products. The final one is political and macroeconomic forces. The companies can capitalize on trade agreements, stable government situations, EXIM policies, exchange rate utilization, etc. A globalized marketplace has been both a boon and a bane. While the new markets have been ready to open up, there are larger risks involved which could actually have a greater impact on the survival capability of the company. And also, as all of these risks can go hand in hand with each other, it is now very much critical for all the manufacturers to improve their visibility on both their and also their suppliers. With so much risk, the supply chain system at global scale can help to mitigate the risk which is worth the investment. The next session we can discuss about specific issues related to supply chain globalization in manufacturing and services sector. For our better understanding, you can take up an assignment. The first one may be collect newspaper clippings for the past 6 months to get insights on the role of logistics for an effective global operation. Visit a nearby global retail outlet or franchise business at your locality and list out the various supply chain factors involved in the daily operations of their businesses. The learning outcomes of these objectives are achieved and we can make it complete with your practical assignment.